My family, my fortress. Compassionate communication. How often do you experience communications that are mixed with personal judgments, which are not always correct, and communications that are demotivating, and those at the end of which you are confused about what is expected of you to do? How do we speak peace in a world of conflicts?
According to those who have used compassionate communication technique, it is about transforming potential conflicts into peaceful dialogues and creating compassionate connection with your family, friends, and acquaintances. It is about changing your relationship. It is about connecting soul to soul and creating a lot of healing. It is the missing element in what we do.
And in the family context, it is for anyone seeking to end the unfulfilling cycle of argument in their relationships, and for parents who wish to influence their children's behavior by engendering compassion rather than simply achieving obedience, and for repairing relationships with grown children and relating more deeply with parents and siblings.
And according to an educator, the compassionate communication strategies for active listening really work. They have worked both at work and with my family, a good step along the way to transformation.
Compassionate communication is about quality relationships you have always wanted.
Through compassionate communication, we learn to improve our relationships with family members, friends, and coworkers. Stay peaceful in the face of judgment, criticism, and anger, and discover common grounds with anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Let us reflect. A tongue is a smoldering fire, an excess of speech a deadly poison. Material fire consumes the body, whereas the fire of the tongue devours both heart and soul. The force of the former lasts but for a time, whilst the effects of the latter endure a century. Now consider this statement. A kindly tongue is a lodestone of the hearts of men. Our values reflect in our language.
In his book, Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Life, Marshall Rosenberg says that certain ways of communicating isolate us from our compassionate nature. For example, using moralistic judgments by talking about the wrongness of people, meaning about those who do not act according to our values, and we judge and classify people as being good, bad, responsible, irresponsible, smart, or ignorant. This injures us and others.
Using comparison is also a form of judgment. It can make life miserable, our own and the lives of others. It also blocks compassion.
Similarly, blaming someone else for the way one feels is denying our personal responsibility for our feelings and thoughts. For example, you make me feel guilty. I had no choice but to do it. Is this compassionate?
Finally, replacing our request by demand and threat of punishment. This is unkind and hurtful. Those who may often do this are authority figures such as parents, teachers, and employers. This action also blocks compassion. How can we practice compassionate communication as a language of life? We need to reform the way we express ourselves and listen to others, and learn to express ourselves with kindness and listen to others with respect. The 4 steps of compassionate communication are: 1. Observe and articulate the situations without being judgmental. 2. Express how you feel about the situation. 3. Say how this situation is connected to any of your needs. 4. Make a life-enriching request. Step 1. Observe and articulate the situations without being judgmental. The Holy Bible says, "Do not judge, and you will not be judged." An interesting poem reads, "I can handle you telling me what I did or didn't do. And I can handle your interpretations. But please don't mix the two. It's unkind to mix observation with evaluation. People hear criticism and become defensive. For example, Nargis bit her fingernails while watching television last night. This is pure observation. Kamlesh was angry with me yesterday for no reason. For no reason is an evaluation. Say what you observe.
Step 2. Express how you feel about the situation. For some people, feelings have many shades, like different passages in a symphony, while for many people, their feelings are limited like notes in a bugle call. Be gentle with yourself and others as you express your feelings. Not everyone has learned that we can choose our feelings. For families, the toll is severe when members are unable to communicate their emotions. With your family, study what feelings are, where they come from, and how to express them with each other. Role play to express a variety of feelings. This will strengthen our feelings vocabulary to express our feeling and understand others' feelings.
When we express our feelings, we should take responsibility for them. See this example. A. They're canceling the concert really irritated me. A attributes her feeling to the behavior of another party. B. When they canceled the concert, I felt really irritated. B accepts responsibility for her feeling by acknowledging the thought behind it. Step 3. Connect your feeling to your needs. See this example. When you say that's a fact observed. I feel angry. That's my feeling. Because I want respect. That's my need. And I hear your words as an insult. When you say that, I feel angry because I want respect, and I hear your words as an insult. Here the speaker, who is acknowledging responsibility for his feeling, connects the feeling to his need. When others speak, listen to the feelings and needs behind the words. Needs can be of many types. According to Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, they can be physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. Step 4. Make a request to enrich your life. How should we express our request to get a compassionate response? A. Use positive and clear action language.
That means ask what you are requesting instead of what you are not requesting. For example, a wife asked her husband, "Don't spend so much time at work." Few days later, he announced that he had signed up for a sports tournament. She had told him what she didn't want him to do. It backfired. Instead, she should have said, "I'd like you to spend at least one evening a week at home with the family."
B. Make requests clearly. For example, When the wife says to the husband, I'm annoyed you forgot the butter and onion I asked you to pick up for dinner, the husband may think she said this just to make him feel guilty. But the wife might have been asking him to go back to the store and get them. When we speak clearly about what we want, it is more likely that we get it. C. Request, not demand. The more people hear demand, the less they like to respond compassionately or be around us. See this example. Would you be willing to set the table? Rather than, I would like you to set the table. We should use words, would you be willing, to indicate we are requesting, not demanding. D. Ask for a reflection or feedback. Finally, the following communication uses all 4 steps. I noticed that you haven't spoken in the last 10 minutes. Are you feeling bored? I'm finding the people at the museum really interesting to talk with. How about we meet up in an hour when I'm done here? Imagine if both love and condemnation affect plants and animals and you as well. What would be the impact on the hearts and minds of the human beings? Everybody needs energy and comfort.
If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion.